The Empire of Morocco recently, it was a coup attempt, a coup d'etat. The previous Sultan, he tried to overthrow the government, and he was out of the constitutional fold of things. So, with that said, according to the Constitution, there's certain procedures that has to take place to remove him. It was just his erudition. I'll say that his erudition and his understanding about the Constitution, how it worked. In the process of us creating the Constitution for the Empire of Morocco, the Sultan, or the office of the Sultan as an individual, it was a monarchy. Like, I guess you could say, from a ruler perspective, where the people really didn't have a say-so of what happened, with the land, with the government, just in general. The people didn't have a voice. But when we created the Empire of Morocco and forming a constitution, we felt it was best to share the power with everyone. And in us creating the constitution, that's what we did. We distributed the power between, the prime minister, you have the speaker, or you just can say the legislative, judicial, and executive branch. Whereas we swore the Sultan in to be the Sultan, we felt like he understood those principles of the Constitution and, us deciding that we're going to share the power. Well, he didn't really understand that so much. And, he started trying to rule outside of the Constitution, fold the things where we agreed and took an oath to uphold. And, with them moving belligerent like that, it just came to a point where, we had to impeach him. I want to say that for the record, too. And the empire, it's about unity. When you're trying to decolonize and you're trying to do something that we're doing right now in history and time, it takes all of us. It can't be any division, and especially from a monarchy position. So, once the rest of the government pretty much understood, there was no compromising with the actual Sultan, we just felt it best, for him to be impeached so we can keep the government as one and decolonize, what we initially came together to do for the next generation coming after us and the generation coming after that. But that's pretty much, what happened with the previous Sultan. And just so happened I was elected to be the Sultan based on the qualifications to even occupy the seat of the Sultan.